I'm live. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Holding On Sports Podcast. It's your host, E. My cover right here. A little chilly. It's been chilly today, ain't it? But thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Hope everybody is having a good and wonderful weekend. Not gonna be on here too long. I don't usually be on here too long anyway. Got a little bit to go over. Go address some narratives about the North Carolina basketball team. Got a lot of people and fake trolls thrown out there. And go addressing stuff about the Carolina Panthers draft. Today is I think they're about a couple of weeks away from that. So the draft is actually right around the corner and talks are heating up. Who people want, who people don't want. And some people are missing a lot of things, but glad y'all tuning in. Shout out to anybody out there that's watching me. I do truly appreciate it. And if you're feeling what you're hearing, listening to, hit that like, comment, share this, and please subscribe. But I ain't gonna mess y'all up with too much users talking. Where do we want to go first? Let's go with the Tar Heels first. I get to the Panthers after them because the draft is a few weeks away, but a championship game happened on Monday. And as everybody knows, Tar Heels lost last possession to Kansas. Shout out to those Jayhawks. Um, to me, better team won. Clearly, better team won. Anybody want to argue that? I don't know. Tell you, Kansas Jayhawks were the better team. I know how everybody felt having that 15-point lead at the beginning, at the half. Everybody thought we was cool. I didn't think we were cool. Did everybody not watch what they did in Miami? It could have happened again, and it did happen again. 15-point lead is not insurmountable. It's like anybody can overcome a 15-point lead. It's not that big. And the way that half started, Carolina gets the ball and don't even get a shot off. It's a turnover. I went like, oh no. Oh no. Alley-oop, dunk. Okay. Momentum shift. I said in the short, my only criticism of Coach Davis, and I ain't got a lot, but one of my criticism is, and I hope is that because it was a problem we've had in Tar Heel basketball for a long time. They don't like to take timeouts. This is the national championship game. You don't work all this way, really won't even supposed to be here. You don't call a timeout. As soon as that thing got below single digits, time, call time, call time. Your team's flustered. It didn't happen. That was one thing. The next thing, Carolina just fell apart. They fell apart. It's only so much a team can keep overcoming and overcoming over and over and over and over and over again. Like, you had no depth. Your starting big man's playing on a bum ankle, and you had no juice left. Playing against a clearly better team that actually has depth. They have something you don't have. And it all just unraveled at once. Even when Puff Johnson was going off and when nobody was helping him, I'm like, dang, is somebody going to help Puff? He's keeping us in this game. He gets a shot to the stomach and he starts throwing up. And it's like this team fell apart in front of our eyes. I couldn't be more proud of the Tar Heels. And if you're a Tar Heel fan, you should be proud of this team. Because everybody, they were on the bubble. There was questions a couple of months ago would even make the tournament. And all of y'all know it, even Heels fans. Enough of you try to remind me how wrong I was on one of my shorts. So no going back now. No. You can't go back now. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna let you go back now. Y'all reminded me a lot how much this team should have been a higher seed. Now, when they get to the end of the road, you can't say, well, we shouldn't have been there. No. And shout out to Q Williams. He's a new subscriber on my page. If you watching Q, if you see the playback of this, thank you. He was the only one that was grown up enough when Carolina lost in the national championship game to show back up. And I can't do nothing applaud that. Everybody else who was talking junk under that post, y'all been quiet as church mouth. Ain't heard nothing. Nathaniel, nada. All y'all disappeared. And I said I wanted that same energy. I'm here when they lost. Where are y'all at? To quickly remind me so quick as the furthest they went in the tournament, this didn't age well. This didn't age well. This didn't age well. Completely ignoring the context of it all. Oh, you must be a Duke fan. No, actually a Carolina fan. Been a Carolina fan my whole life. Just because I talk truth about the team doesn't mean I'm a fan, excuse me, of another squad. No, I'm a fan of Tar Heels. But I talk the truth about all my teams. But they just fell apart at the end, and it sucked. And I sucked because I really wanted it for that team. From Caleb Love to Hubert Davis to Leaky Black, they were so ridiculed and mocked from their own fan base. I remember Armando Baycott coming out and saying, I mean, people calling us soft and we're soft. And Armando, a lot of that was coming from your own fan base. A lot of that was coming from your own fan base that you was soft and y'all weren't up to par and that type of thing. A lot of that was coming from your own fan base calling y'all soft. I saw it. I read the message boards. I saw it. Read the Twitter post up on the Inside Carolina. I saw it. Oh, y'all calling his team soft. So he might have been clapping back at the fan base too, as far as I know. He might have been clapping back at the fan base about that. So, oh man, there we go. Almost went out. A lot of fans were calling this team soft and how they were no good. I seen the stuff y'all said, and even I can openly admit, which was true. I had a short note, but that never got the rounds. That I said the point guard play for North Carolina was erratic in the middle of the year, and it was erratic. Nobody had defined roles. I say it again, none of you thought that North Carolina was going to be in a national championship game. Nobody thought they were going to be there, and they were within a possession to win the whole thing. And everybody tried to act like, oh, I knew North Carolina. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You did not believe that team was going to be there. No, you didn't. You did not believe North Carolina was going to be there. But shout out to the Tar Heels. They just fell apart in the grand scheme of things. They fell apart at the end of the game. They're like Leaky Black foul trouble. Caleb Love sprang. I heard he sprained his ankle twice, rolling his ankle twice. Armando Baycott playing on one leg. Brady Manick getting. I don't know if he was in a basketball game or a UFC match. And how in the world do they not go back and review none of that is beyond me. Is beyond me. You can review a box out in a Baylor game, but you can't review that getting pummeled in the face, not once, but twice. None of them were looked at. And I would say the guy from Kansas, I believe it was McCormick, he didn't have ill will. I don't believe none of it was done on purpose. I don't believe none of that was done on purpose. Not at all. But not to even go look at it, not once. You didn't look at it, none. You didn't. That, like I said, that's why so many people are frustrated about college officiating because it's so inconsistent. College basketball officiating is so inconsistent. That's what makes people so angry at it. Can we get some consistency here with the fouls, the block charge? Everything is so inconsistent. Will it be fixed? I don't think it'll ever be fixed. That's just my opinion. I don't ever believe it's going to be fixed. It is what it is with college basketball officiating. Folks, we just got to live with it. Now, the true aftermath about this game. Everybody's got their takes. Everybody got something to say. Everybody wants to put their narrative on North Carolina now, especially the ABC crowd. ABC crowd, State fans, Duke fans, the people, the guys, the team that actually won it, the Kansas Jayhawks, they've been more congratulatory than anybody. Well, they're not rivals, so I guess that's to be expected. You know, that's to be expected by them to not talk a lot of mess. Like I said, shout out to the Kansas Jayhawks, but everybody in the ABC crowd has a take. And I've heard this one. North Carolina choked. They choked. They gave up the biggest second half lead in NCAA history. They choked. They choked. They choked. They didn't win anything. You didn't win nothing. You choked. You choked. You choked. You choked. Choke. 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 That's a very phony, lazy narrative that somebody choked. It's something trolls use. First, I'm going to check Wolfpack fans. At least we have a place to choke to. Get your championship first. Get a viable team. I want NC State to be good. I don't like seeing y'all dead last in the ACC, floundering, looking like trash. Got people transferring, top guys, got top players decommitting from you. I don't want to see that. I want the Wolfpack to do good, but please watch your mouth. The history of your school and your winning, please, please, please check yourself at that North Carolina Tar Heel door. Please do me that favor before you part your lips to talk any junk about UNC. Please do something of significance. All right? Now I put NC State fans aside. I won't do. Come on here. Sit down next to me. You know, let's be honest, anybody that's a Duke fan, you guys got the ultimate KO. North Carolina winning a national championship would have been just the icing on the cake. That would have been the icing on the cake. If North Carolina would have actually won that thing, that was an icing on the cake. I said before, the work was done. We gave your hero in his last season, his last home loss, and bouncing from the tournament – in the Final Four. What kind of junk you want to talk? Oh, you ain't winning. No, 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 no. Mission accomplished. We ended your season, Duke. Yes. North Carolina ended your season. Retired Coach K. So if you want to say we choke, the definition of choking is you guys. Duke, you guys choke every single year. Every single year. Because the last time I checked, North Carolina wasn't title favorites. You guys were. Who talks up Duke winning every year? Most of the media. With all your recruits, your recruiting classes, and you come up short all the time. That's the definition of choking to me. Y'all choke every season. Y'all, y'all are the Dallas Cowboys the last 10 years at least with one title and 2 Final Four appearances. It may have been more. I know you've got one title. And you had the number 1 recruiting class that year. That's all everybody hears about. And I'm not saying as a Duke fan, you're not supposed to prop that up. You should celebrate the guys you got coming in and the top guys you got coming in because any other school would do it. Any other school would do it. But you guys are the poster child of underachieving. Duke basketball has underachieved. Because if you're going to tell me how great your recruiting classes are at the beginning of the season every year, baby, I got to see some results, man. What are the results? You don't really have none. Y'all got the recruiting class trophy every single year and throwing it, especially in Carolina fans' faces every year. Look at our recruits. Look at our recruits. Look how good we are. And you got nothing to amount for it. Nothing. I did a little bit of digging. I know for over the past 7 seasons, Duke hasn't had a recruiting class lower than 6, and this was actually this past season, which kind of shocked me. It went 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 1. Carolina's had a class where theirs was ranked 70. I think they've had a top 3 over the past 6, 7 years, maybe 2 or 3 times. I believe it was a Cole Anthony one, I believe. I know the Caleb Love one was. Yeah, it was a Cole Anthony and a Marno Baycott, and then the other one was a Caleb Love one. They had R.J. Davidson in there. And Day'Ron Sharp. You understand? So why y'all talking about choking? Okay, we're choke. Tar Heels are chokers. Y'all are underachievers. What's worse? Somebody that's not expected to get there, that gets there and comes up a possession short, or somebody who is expected to be there and never there. Then y'all are never there. You're never there. And granted, it shows how hard it is to win a title. Another thing, the team we lost to, Kansas, how many one and dones they have on their team? None, I believe. None. So Duke, you guys trying to talk about somebody choking. You, along with Kentucky, are the poster childs of underachieving, man. Y'all got I believe, if I'm seeing right, the number 1 recruiting class next year. If you're any Tar Heel fan, I don't want to hear about your recruits. Produce something. Produce. Produce some wins. Hang up some hardware. Because the last time I checked, they don't hang up hardware for having the number 1 recruiting class. The last time I checked. They don't. Or maybe they do. Maybe I'm missing out on something. Y'all the last people to be trying to talk junk now. Duke fans, y'all need to be silent until the season starts. Matter of fact, you need to be quiet all the way up until the first meeting with Chapel Hill. We choked. Look, okay, this got choked. This is what a choker looked like. A choker looks like a number 8 seed. When's the last number 8 seed to win the title? I believe it was Villanova. Well, how many years was that ago? 37, I believe. And that's because I believe it was 85. The only reason I know that because I was born in 85. That number 8 seed is a choker. Those choking guys, those choking Tar Heels, out of all the games in the tournament, they were the underdog in all of them except for two, Marquette and St. Peter's. Every other team they played, they were the underdog, including you, Duke. And if you're a bet man, and if you took the Tar Heels, you would have covered in a championship game and got you a little bit of money. Yeah, we choked. Choking versus underachieving. You guys have underachieved. You understand? So it's best bet for y'all. Y'all keep y'all mouth closed the whole summer. The whole summer. Keep your mouth closed until that first meeting with those Tar Heels. And after it's done, then you can talk a little bit. Just a little bit. I want to talk about somebody. Oh, yeah, first year head coach. Not his guys. These aren't his recruits. This is from the last head coach. Yeah, they choked. Mm-hmm. Choked. There's only one choker, and that's the Blue Devil. Choking along with underachieving. If anybody else would have had that many recruits coming in and all those ranked recruiting classes coming in and has nothing but one title to show for it, a la Kentucky, they're underachieving. That's why they mad at the difference between Coach Cal and you is Coach Cal's been getting bounced early. And this one this year to St. Pete was it really ticked off the fan base. But y'all both one and the same. It's hard to get people on the same playing ground when they really don't want to be there. They want to treat it as a one-stop and get the hell out of here. It's hard to get everybody on that same level to do everything when you know they're only going to be there 6 months and go out. It's hard to get a team to come together like that. But I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna stay on Duke for a little bit more. This choking narrative, if it's BS. One thing I've noticed since I've been doing shorts and videos on YouTube and stuff like that, that I put it to you like this: the Tar Heels represent, their fan base represents, good, bad, right, or wrong. They represent. I can't find hardly any Duke fans. But if you weren't a fan of college basketball, if you weren't a fan and you just turned on ESPN, CBS Sports, Fox Sports, the main college that gets talked about, and especially in college basketball, is Duke. You turn on any of the major networks, is Duke. I'm not talking College Game Day. I'm not talking this where they talk about all teams. Even when you turn on Cowherd, it's Duke. Whenever he talks about college basketball. So I could see how that could rub some people the wrong way. I know it rubs Tar Heel fans the wrong way. So to some point, that's why I said Duke is like the Dallas Cowboys of college basketball. Very popular, don't produce much with the talent they've given. Don't produce much. Don't produce much at all. So Duke mainly is a media mostly, and I'm not. They are a blue blood. Duke basketball is a blue blood, but it's also got the backing of more of the media too than any other blue blood outside of Kentucky. The media don't really talk Kansas like that. They don't talk UCLA like that. They don't talk Villanova like that. They don't talk North Carolina like that. They talk two teams, Duke and Kentucky, because they have the most NBA players on there every year. So there's a direct connection to the NBA, and they don't show nothing on the court. And that's what's gotten the people in Lexington hot. We get all this talent every year. We ain't really got enough, boy, Cal, but Duke's right behind him. The last somebody, I'm pretty sure you come in the comments or on here, correct me if I'm wrong. The last 6 titles that have been played, Carolina's been in 3 of them and won 1 of them. We don't have a plethora of one and done. We don't have a whole bunch of lottery picks. The team that had the most people that went in the first round didn't even make it out the Sweet 16. The Nausea little Cam Johnson, Kobe White year, they didn't even make it out of Sweet 16. Now, granted, to add context, when they ran into Auburn, every single one of them was sick. I thought it was just Nausea Little. No, it was a couple other players on the team. Cam Johnson was sick too. I'm like, wow, that's why they couldn't move. I thought it was just Nausea Little. Everybody on the team was sick. So that stunk. But dude, you're the like y'all need to be quiet right now. You need to be silent. You need to be quiet. Understand? You can talk louder when your team stops underachieving. Okay? Stop underachieving. And maybe we can have a conversation. And then Carolina beat you in the Final Four. What do you want? A relationship with you guys win championship. You sound like clowns. You sound like clowns. Winning the championship with North Carolina been nice on the cake. Kansas, Villanova, and North Carolina are all better programs of the last 6, 7 years than Duke and Kentucky. And that's where all the one and dones come from. That's the one the big media companies talk up, ESPN, Fox Sports. See, those are the ones they talk up. They don't talk up them other 3 schools like that. Unless it's tournament time. And one of them seem like they're always there. Not Duke, not Kentucky. They're not there. Y'all the Dallas Cowboys of college basketball. Media talks you up so much. This is when I know some people on Inside Carolina, it's a joke. They call it DSPN because they talk about Duke a lot. And I didn't want to believe it, but here's the year I believe the ESPN/DSPN had some credence to it was the year Zion was playing for Duke. I've never seen that much hype in my life. This is when I knew it was too much. The NBA dunk contest was going on. NBA dunk contest. And ESPN puts out a little video. I wish I could find it on Twitter, 10-second video, and it says, "We need this guy in a dunk contest." And it was Zion Williamson dunking. I'm like, this dude's still in college. The NBA dunk contest is going on. And I don't know if this was the year Miles Bridges was in it or not. Shout out Miles Bridges. I'm a Hornets fan. No other NBA player. No, we need Zion in it. That's why I said, okay. They are pushing this brand and are pushing him. No problem. What gets people going, that's what you do. And that's what pisses some people off about that, because they feel like the media backs Duke more than any other school. And it's true. It's true. But for what I've seen on here, North Carolina fans are ready and heavy. So I don't get this thing where you can push one brand so hard and ignore the other one. But that's neither here nor there. But that's all I want to put the rest about that championship game and this choking narrative. North Carolina did not choke. They did not choke. An AC cannot choke. Playing on 1 foot cannot choke. You're starting one of your guards twist his ankle not once but twice. I know we went through floorboard gate. I know everybody saw the video of the thing going in. Some people say that does happen. Some people say it doesn't. I don't know. All I know is Armando was playing on a bum ankle and he twisted it again. That's all I know. That's all I know. But that's me putting this choking thing to rest. No, North Carolina did not choke. North Carolina not choke, but I know what Duke did. You guys underachieved. I do know that. We got evidence of that you guys have underachieved and underachieved a lot with the talent you have. So check your own university before you try and troll. I mean, clean up your own house, Duke fans. Moving on. Carolina Panthers NFL Draft is coming up. A lot of going back and forth. Rhule and company been at pro days. Checked out the guy. I want Malik Willis, but I don't think he's going to be there. I may go over it a little bit. Why I don't think so. And everybody has their opinions. And like I said, I've said before, at 6, Willis is my pick. If he's gone, you trade back and accumulate more draft picks. That should be the plan. That should be the plan. Well, with Rhule and company, who knows? I do want to address this, though, because shout out to all Panther fans keep pounding, but I've seen this keep coming up. Rhule's going to take Kenny Pickett because he has to save his job. Rhule has to save his job. So he's going to draft Kenny Pickett because he has to save his job. I don't agree with that narrative at all. You are going to take the best quarterback, period. And it's Willis. Now, I know the whole thing. People say, well, Kenny Pickett can play now. Kenny Pickett can play now. I believe that to be true. But Malik has a way higher ceiling. And if I want to press Tepper, I'm going to get that guy and just turn him loose day one. Going to him and saying, hey, we don't need a winning season right now, but I'm going to show the special in this guy. I've said it before. To win in this league, you need special under center. If you don't have special under center, you're not winning. Just look at the quarterbacks that went to playoffs last year. All those guys were special. I believe Kenny Pickett will just be He will be a starting quarterback. He'll be a good quarterback. I don't see the special. I don't see the special. I may be wrong. I've been wrong a lot. I don't see the special. And if Matt Rhule wanted a quarterback to quote save his job, he would trade for Baker Mayfield. He would trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. If he really wants to save his job, he'd go get a known commodity. You understand? That he already knows that can play. Now, give me a sip. Oh, it's good. That's good. Mm. He would get a known commodity that could already play. You understand? That's what he would get if he was trying to save his job. You don't pin nothing on a rookie quarterback to save your job. That's suicide. You understand? That's suicide to do. On a rookie quarterback, just because you believe Kenny Pickett's the most pro ready? No, no, no. He has to have something to sell to David Tepper, who's still not saying anything, by the way. Man, he's been quiet as a church mouse. Instead of him arguing with the good people down in South Carolina about getting this facility built, but that's not a place for me to even talk about. But I'm gonna keep it right to this draft here. You don't. If Matt Rhule's trying to save his job, he's not putting it at the feet of a rookie quarterback. I need everybody to understand that. That's that. No, 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 no. You don't put your job on the line or someone to save your job for a dude who has not taken a snap because he's alleged the most pro ready. You know who's also the most pro ready? Mac Jones. And you seen what happened when he went across Josh Allen. Oh, one of those special guys I talked about. Another dude that came out of a small school. He came across special. Couldn't do nothing with it. Couldn't do nothing with him because Josh Allen's special. And I do believe Mac Jones will be better this year. It doesn't help him because he's got a defensive minded head coach. But I do believe, and Josh McDaniels is gone. But I do believe there's a chance Mac Jones will be better. But no, people, Carolina Panther fans, don't put your draft thinking on, well, he's going to take Kenny Pickett because Matt Rhule needs to save his job. If Matt Rhule really wants to save his job, he will go trade for a known commodity. And Ben done it. You understand? Ben done it. They could do the Cleveland deal. They would just have to trade Baker for Sam Darnold. Because right now, Baker up in there, he doesn't want to be a backup because he's clearly going to be a backup to Deshaun Watson. Sam Darnold will be a lot better being a backup to him just to get that distraction out of the building. It can be done. It can be done. It can definitely be done. They could swap easily. They get that problem out the building. You got to have this money on the hook for this money, but you got somebody that's a very expensive backup, but you got somebody okay with being a backup. They could be done it. Rhule and them could have did that tomorrow or today or yesterday. They haven't done it. The draft, I believe, quarterbacks to pick. I hope it's Willis, but keep your eye on the Saints. They didn't get those 2 picks for nothing. And it's also talking about the Giants may be interested in him. You just never know. We'll hear more stuff over the upcoming weeks on the NFL draft. But that talking point, I know a lot of people want a left tackle, and I understand it. It's just that you can have the left tackle. You still got Sam Darnold. You're still a mess. Well, and there's no guarantee you're gonna be in position to draft one of the top QBs next year. There was a comment on one of my shorts, and praises to this brother. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. I'm just gonna be honest right here when I say this. When you say drafting Cam Newton was a mistake, I'm sorry. I can't take nothing else you say seriously. I'm sorry, dude. I appreciate the engagement on my post. Maybe you're a subscriber, maybe you aren't, but the moment you said, and I'm not even gonna tell everybody who they can just go find it on one of my shorts. You can just go find it. The moment you said, brother, when you said Cam Newton was if the Carolina Panthers made a mistake drafting him, sorry, I can't take nothing else what you said seriously. And you can't play the draft by, oh man, we'll just we'll be good next year. You know what I'm saying? We'll be good next year because we'll be in line to get one of. You don't know that. You don't know that. Sam Darnold with a better offensive line is capable enough to win at least 5, 6, maybe 7 games. You're not going to be in position to draft a top quarterback. You don't know. You may, maybe not. That's a crapshoot. So the people saying left tackle, left tackle, left tackle, left tackle, left tackle. Yeah, I understand getting left tackle. But getting the guy under center, the special guy, is way more important because you can have the good defense, you can have the good O-line. Oh, by the way, Baker Mayfield had a good O-line. Where are the Cleveland Browns at? Oh, yeah, they didn't even make the playoffs. And they had a good O-line, 2 good running backs, good receivers, good tight end, pretty solid defense. They made playoffs. Why? Because their quarterback's not special. He's just average. He's better than Sam Darnold? Yes, way better than Sam Darnold. Damn near every quarterback in the league is better than Sam Darnold. But you get where I'm going. You need special. Don't let the rule needs to save his job so that taking Kenny Pickett because of that. Let's Panther fans, let's let that talking point die. And if you hear anybody say drafting Cam Newton was a mistake, can't take them seriously. Y'all, that's all I got for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I will be hollering at you guys next time. Y'all have a good evening. And if you're feeling what you're hearing, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe, and comment if you agree or disagree. All right? Y'all have a good evening. Holla.